Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming.
Let's get going.
Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8.
Let's get going.
Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. All units, be aware we are receiving help from a non-NCR military asset. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. squad, redeploy. Troopers have managed to contain several small riots that were breaking out in the area surrounding New Vegas. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. There is a confirmed report that the Legion mounted a simultaneous assault at Camp Forlorn Hope.
Alpha Squad reporting in. Thanks for the support back there. We've been assigned to ensure you make it to the Legate. You're in charge of this operation. That sounds like a suicide mission. Let's get going. Hey!
Keep your head down. Could be snipers.
Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank.
Usually I don't talk to nobody but robots.
All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Non-NCR military asset. Unit 15 reinforced Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta.
Let's get going.
Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
Let's get going.
Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming.
Let's get going.
Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. 4, reinforce Unit 8.
Over here! Heading up!
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8.
Heading up!
Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42.
Retribution!
Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank.
Put it out, will you?
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, sniper in position. All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
You're mine.
Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta.
Come on! You'll pay for that. Run the
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8.
Come on!
All units, be aware we are receiving help from a non-NCR military asset. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Delta Squad, redeploy. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma
Can't run
Delta.
from me.
Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
That's a fine bit of work back there. Truth told, I'm surprised you... I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. Least we could do. And seeing those shits of Caesar kicking dirt as they ran did my heart good, let me tell you. Might see some recruitment number rise, build some morale out in the... All due to you. Again, you have my thanks. And all the West. We clean up, take prisoners, watch the East for any more trouble from the Legion. Though I think that after that, we'll see what happens when the dust settles and how the Mojave looks. Something tells me we better enjoy this breather while we can. And if that means can't keep the courier spirit down, eh? Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell...
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
With the help of the gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland, while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Though Arcade had not hoped for an NCR victory, he was proud of his role in the defense of Hoover Dam against the forces of Caesar's Legion. Unfortunately, when word spread that Arcade was once a member of the Enclave, he was forced out of the followers of the Apocalypse. Pursued by bounty hunters, NCR Rangers, and the Brotherhood of Steel, Arcade pushed deep into the eastern plains and was never heard from again.
Good Springs saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave wasteland. But with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
Cass survived to see the NCR flag flying proud over Hoover Dam, and thought for a moment, this is what a hero must feel like. She was about to tell the courier not to get too proud of himself. Then she figured, he knew that already. That night, Cass kicked in the door of his room to celebrate, only to find the man on the bed was an NCR soldier whose barracks had been destroyed. He was cute, though, so after having her way with him, she got the hell out, leaving an empty whiskey bottle as a note. As she walked along the dam in the night, she felt drunk, content, and happy to be alive. Which to her was the whole point of it all.
After the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans returned for a time to Red Rock Canyon. The NCR's pressing need to expand proved greater than its promise of amnesty, and before long the government decided the Khans had to go. The surviving Great Khans were relocated to an isolated, barren reservation, well north of NCR trade routes.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
After Ray's brain was transplanted into Rex's cybernetic body, it took Rex some time to adjust to the old scrapyard dog's memories. Eventually, Rex's mind settled peacefully, melding his own memories with that of long travels with old Lady Gibson.
Driven into a frenzy by their use of Psycho, the Misfits inflicted heavy casualties on the Legion during the defense of Camp Golf. At first, they were commended for their valor, but eventually, desperate for more of the chem, they turned on travelers in Outer Vegas. For their dishonorable conduct, the NCR court-martialed and executed them by firing squad.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Looking for a place where he could be of some use, Boone found himself re-enlisting with his old unit. Though his regrets remained in his thoughts, they coalesced into a purpose, and Boone embraced it. He spent his leave time hunting down slavers in the desert, his first recon beret the last thing they never saw.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful, robotic eye.
After the death of Chief Hanlon, the power of NCR's Rangers was broken for years. Their organization, so reliant on the wisdom and guidance of its elder members, became a shadow of what it once was to people across the wasteland.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the Remnants disappeared as quickly as they came. Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.